Ms. Fuller is a licensed social worker at the Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services in Washington, D.C. juvenile justice system. Her daily work involves a caseload of 27 young people who have been committed to the DYRS for acts of delinquency. Today she will share with us a view of her day-to-day work to help us gain an understanding of what social work is on a daily basis in the JJ system here in Washington. And I want to thank you for being here today and joining us.
As a social worker with DYRS, I'm responsible for the management and care of 27 youth on my caseload who have been committed to our agency by D.C. Family Court for acts of delinquency. D.C. case management protocols require that I meet with youth twice a month, speak with them over the phone weekly, also make collateral contacts with parents, teachers, and anyone else who's involved with the child. Most of the young people committed to DYRS come from the most vulnerable communities in D.C. I often have to provide support and guidance not only to the child, but also the families. And my job takes me into their schools, their neighborhoods, and their homes. The goal of our agency is to ensure that young people are provided with an enriching and educational experience that will enable them to become productive citizens in their communities. Over the past 4 years, DYRS has taken on the task of reforming the juvenile justice system with the idea of improving community safety as well as achieving better outcomes for young people. We've adopted the principle of positive youth development, which draws upon the strengths and the needs of the families, as well as helping them to find the resources and the supports that they need to meet their own needs, but also we don't like to focus on the deficits because we know that people struggle. So we definitely look for the strengths in the youth and the families. We've added a host of services to young people to include in-home family counseling, service learning projects, new educational experiences, employment training, and job placement assistance. A day in the life of the social worker is often varied by the crisis that a family is in. It also requires counseling support, information, and referrals. I spend countless hours researching information over the internet, reading newspapers, and also speaking with fellow social workers who obviously are doing the same thing I'm doing in terms of finding those community-based programs that are available to youth and families. Part of my job entails that I help them to develop viable transitional plans so that they can successfully return home. Throughout the process of engagement and assessment, it's important for youth and families to identify their strengths and their needs. It is my job to identify the resources, the services, and the supports that would enable them to achieve their goals with the help of them becoming self-sufficient and accepting personal responsibility. Those meaningful experiences is what enables youth and families to improve the quality of their own lives. Today I have a young person who's placed in a therapeutic group home, and right now his relationship with his mother has significantly improved because he's in our care, but also because the youth and the family understand that they must now work together so that it's less conflict and more cohesion within the family system. This young man attends an after-school program with Sasha Ruth Youth Works, and it's our collective responsibility to help the family improve their functioning. We have monthly team meetings to discuss our next steps, plans, and goals. And when given an opportunity, most families learn that they can effectively communicate with each other. And this particular young man will be returning home within the next 30 days, and he will continue to receive special education services, intensive third-party monitoring, family therapy, and participate in those after-school programs so that he doesn't have a lot of idle time in the community. I have another youth who invited me to attend his high school graduation, and this was a young man who came into the system for committing an obvious offense, but with individual therapy he learned how to manage conflict as well as to peacefully resolve his differences. And we met bi-weekly to discuss what he had learned in anger management and to explore after-school employment opportunities. So as a social worker, I assisted him with completing online job applications, but after some careful thought, he decided that he wanted to play in the high school band and serve meals to the homeless. Although he made a poor decision, he did not allow that to ruin his opportunity to become a productive young person. He participated in a group interview at Trinity College where he was selected as a candidate to receive one of the scholarships available through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and he will be attending Johnson & Wales University in Providence, Rhode Island this coming fall. So for him, this was a meaningful experience and it's something that he desired to do. So I'm glad that I have those experiences and those successes, and that's what makes me enjoy social work as well.